You open your laptop to start working, but somehow you end up scrolling on your phone instead. It was supposed to be just a quick check. One notification, maybe a message, maybe a video, but suddenly 10 minutes disappear. Then 20. And the task you plan to start is still waiting. If this feels familiar, you're not alone. Almost everyone experiences procrastination. The surprising part is that this behavior isn't simply about laziness or lack of discipline. It's actually deeply connected to how the human brain works. Inside your brain, different systems are constantly competing for control over your actions. One part of your brain is responsible for planning, focus, and long-term goals. This system helps you imagine the future and work toward things like finishing projects, studying, or building something meaningful over time. But another part of your brain has a very different priority. Its job is to look for immediate rewards and avoid unnecessary effort. From an evolutionary perspective, this system was extremely useful. For most of human history, conserving energy was important for survival. Our ancestors needed to save their strength for hunting, escaping danger, or dealing with unpredictable environments. Because of that, the brain evolved to favor actions that provide quick rewards with minimal effort. This is where procrastination begins. When you look at a difficult task, your brain quickly calculates the mental effort required. Writing a report, studying for an exam, or starting a big project all require concentration and energy. And to the brain, that feels expensive. At the same time, your brain also notices easier alternatives. Your phone, social media, videos, games, or messages all provide small bursts of pleasure almost instantly. These activities trigger the release of dopamine, a chemical associated with reward and motivation. The important detail is that dopamine responds strongly to immediate rewards. When something feels good right away, your brain learns to repeat that behavior. So when you face a challenging task, your brain naturally compares two options. One option requires effort and offers a reward later. The other option requires almost no effort and provides a reward immediately. In many situations, the brain chooses the easier path. Not because you are weak or incapable, but because the brain is doing exactly what it was designed to do: conserve energy and seek fast rewards. But procrastination creates a strange loop. The longer you avoid a task, the more stressful it becomes. The task stays in the back of your mind, slowly building pressure. That pressure can make the task feel even more overwhelming, which makes your brain want to avoid it even more. And the cycle continues. The good news is that this system can be influenced. One of the most effective ways to break procrastination is to reduce the perceived difficulty of starting. Instead of telling yourself to finish the entire task, focus only on beginning. Open the document, write one sentence, study for 5 minutes. These tiny actions lower the mental resistance your brain feels toward the task. Once you start, something interesting happens. Your brain begins to shift into a different mode. Attention increases, momentum builds, and the task that originally felt impossible often becomes manageable. As progress appears, your brain also begins releasing its own reward signals. Completing small steps creates a sense of satisfaction. That satisfaction encourages the brain to keep going. Over time, this process trains your brain to associate effort with reward instead of avoidance. So the next time you catch yourself procrastinating, remember that your brain isn't sabotaging you on purpose. It's simply following ancient survival rules. But with small changes in how you start tasks, you can guide your brain toward focus, progress, and eventually, getting things done.